collision will happen at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, and one of these two men will walk away as the best heavyweight on the planet.
All right, we got a lot to do in 1 hour, a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on. So I guess we should start with some content. Some big news. I don't even know where to start. It's going to sound kind of crazy, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I'm going to be working with the WBC. Isn't it? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? Sounds crazy. So let me tell you what happened. The WBC is launching a 24/7 boxing network. It's called the WBC channel, sponsored by Vive. I was contacted and asked, people have been watching the content. If you're watching right now, thank you. And they were like, yo, TstreeT, we've been watching your shit. Do you want to be involved? And I was like, okay, let's talk. And now it's official. So what that means is we're going to have access to a lot of boxers. Hell no, I ain't sell my soul. Hell no, I ain't sell my soul. At least I don't think so. I don't know yet. So, I think that what I just said explains itself. So it's a 24-hour network. They're going to be showing fights, pay-per-views. Here, I'll put the link down below in the description box. Excuse me, in the comments, so you can see actually what it is. They're going to be hosting pay-per-views. You're going to see me doing commentary on fights. I'm actually cleaning myself up. I'm going to do a whole little makeover thing. Finally get my gold tooth. I'm going to get a gold tooth. Not even bullshitting you. Here, let me share the link with you. Because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And what that means is I have obligations now. Things I have to take care of. And content that has to be produced. Also, I'm going to be going to events, including myself and the team. So, next week, we're working on getting George Kambosos. And basically, we're going to try to work our way down all of the WBC champions. Silver, interims, whoever we can get. Now, the good thing about that is we have the WBC's backing. So basically we contact the fighters and say, we're with the WBC, Vive Network, WBC channel, blah, 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 would you have to come on the show? And because they're a WBC champion, you would think that it's complex. I'm not going to bore you and, get all into the semantics and the mumbo jumbo, but I got a lot of shit on my plate. So for those who don't know, I had a still ongoing custody battle in which I had a child that wasn't involved in my life for no fault of my own. That's been settled. I'm starting an organization called fathersagainstabuse.org. I own the domains and I got a lot on my plate, but boxing is where my heart is. You see what I'm saying? I love boxing. So I'm trying. What I've been doing the last couple of weeks is, as you noticed on the channel, numbers are up. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm doing is I finally got that consistency. So tomorrow I'm going to go take my vehicle to the dealership, get all my oil change tuned up. I stocked up the fridge yesterday. All the bills and everything are paid. And we got a lot of boxing to cover. It is going to be busy. Starting with this month, well, it's not July yet. It is, what's the fuck date? Lord knows. Did I put the date on the screen? Yeah, it's June the 28th. Fury Wilder 3 is less than a month away. The shoulder content or build-up content is going to be starting soon. In fact, watch what I do. I finally got my capture card working. So hold on, I'm going to pull this up for you. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Now, let me tell you something. I'm a bit of a computer nerd. I did a huge upgrade to my setup. I can be in full 1080p if I want to, but I'm still learning things piece by piece. So I got a whole super PC over here. Let me show you what we're doing here. Let me show you what we're doing here, because this is important. I'm pulling up my capture card, and what I'm going to show you is, oh shit, motherfucker's not working. Damn. See, my bad. See, I'm still learning. What did I do wrong? Hold on. It's got to be. What did I do wrong? There's something wrong. Let me push this button. Maybe I pushed the button. Something happened. Give me 1 minute. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm still learning all this nerd shit. Still got a ways to go. Well, anyway, what I was trying to pull up. Let me try one more time. What I was trying to pull up is the first episode of Fury versus Wilder 3. Excuse me, inside Fury versus Wilder 3, which is pretty much this. I tell you what, this is a good time to take a jump cut. So what we're going to do is, just like HBO 24/7, just like Showtime All Access, what do you guys have over there in the UK, the build-up content that comes on, your networks to build up to the fight? Well, anyway, the first episode of, put it this way, let me just shut up and give you a little preview.
It is the start of a new year in Alabama.
I'm going to give you a preview. So, this is episode 1 of Wilder versus Fury, episode 1 of Inside Wilder versus Fury 2. Episode 1 of Inside Wilder versus Fury 3 is, I got to check on my TV DVR. Hold on. Lord knows. Hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly when it comes on. I had this shit written down. Listen, I'm sorry. We're getting there. We're getting back into the swing of things. Inside Fury versus Wilder. It's going to be, is it this Saturday? I believe it's next Saturday at 4 p.m. on regular free TV Fox here in the States. I'm pretty sure that's the date. But if you don't know what you're in for, this is the first episode, or the edited version, the YouTube version of the first episode, which aired, before that first fight.
It is the start of a new year in Alabama, and with that comes preparation. The WBC Heavyweight Champion of the world is in preparation for a new fight with a familiar opponent, and the rematch that the whole world is waiting for.
That's it. Good.
One of the biggest fights in the world right now, probably in our era. To get ready for this particular fight, I came up with 2 dramatic, devastating knockouts. Him, not so exciting, same old, Fury.
Deontay Wilder! I want you next, Bob!
Going 12 rounds, getting his eye cut open. So we can see whose path has been harder. And of course, it's been mine. But it's been great because this fight right here means so much to me, because this is finishing what I started. Unfinished business. And then this fight land on the wrong month. This fight's in Black History Month, and I'm gonna for sure make him a Black History trivia question.
Well, that didn't age too well, did it? So remember, that's from the second fight. So new episodes are coming on. You know what? Let me get the date. Let me just do it, get it out of the way. So the new episode is about 3 weeks from now. I believe it's on a Thursday. Hold on. I got to do it the hard way, and I'm actually scanning through my whole guide here. So basically, it's going to be build up to the fight. I'm guessing the first episode is going to focus on what's Wilder been doing in his off time, what's Fury been doing in his off time, and a recap of the first press conference in which Wilder didn't say anything and let Malik Scott do most of the talking. And really, that did not help Deontay Wilder at all. Also, I do have a bone to pick with Deontay Wilder, because did you notice he say nothing to the media or, to, I guess, old media is what they're called, what they're being called, or the old guard media, but yet he went to known Deontay Wilder fanatical radical channels. Do I need to say any names? And he did videos with them and talked all his shit. Now, people are saying, well, you know, dog, he didn't want to talk to the white media, dog. He didn't want to talk to the old guard, dog, because they ain't never give him no love, dog. You see what I'm saying? But then he go talk to them. No, because he knew that the channels that he went to talk to, he knew that they wasn't going to challenge him on the glove shit and say like, yo, you got to prove what you said, bro. So hold on, where's it at? My guide is all messed up. God, can somebody help me out? When is this? You know what? Just when does this episode come on? I'm already getting untethered on this stream. You know, I have a problem with Deontay Wilder because let me tell you something. I have been covering Deontay Wilder for years. I'm talking about when he was fighting on motherfucking, I'm pretty sure he had at least one fight, maybe two on Friday Night Fights. I remember watching live after the Olympics when he sat down with Teddy Atlas, and it wasn't Joe Tessitore, I believe it was. I've been covering him for years and years, so to see, you know, from where same thing with Tyson Fury on YouTube. Remember, I've been on YouTube for a long ass motherfucking time. So when they were fighting, you know, on opening cards and dark matches and shit, I was covering it. So what I'm trying to say is to see who him and Tyson Fury, where they've come from to where they are now, you gotta love it. I love it, but at the same time, Deontay Wilder and his fanatical radicals. Oh, my bad. I was reading something. Like how his fanatical radicals destroyed like his reputation. Because in the real world, not in this little YouTube, that shit's not even, the Glovegate shit is not even on Reddit. Because do you really want me to be honest with you? It's a closed circle. And it is a racial thing. I can say it. I'm the black guy. I can say it. It's a closed circle and it's a racial thing where they all like lying to each other and telling each other the same shit. And it's not just in boxing, unfortunately. The black community as a whole, we have an issue with just like believing in false narratives and false prophets and shit. That Glovegate shit, listen to me. If he was able to go to arbitration and get this rematch, then why hasn't he sued Tyson Fury? What about the gloves? What about the commission? Let alone the ignorance of these so-called Deontay Wilder fans and radicals. I know this is going to go over a lot of your head. It always does when I say it. Al Heyman is a very, very, very powerful man. One of the most powerful in the world. Hell, look how he controls boxing. Did you know that Al Heyman had so much stake in Vegas, in the MGM Grand, in the T-Mobile Arena? Floyd Mayweather broke ground with the dirt years ago. Remember that, in the T-Mobile Arena? Yes, his gloves look funny because they're horsehair gloves. Anybody who's a boxing fan, for example, years back, and surprisingly, none of these channels have brought up the horsehair glove. They never brought that up. They don't. That's why I knew what it was. I remember I did a video. It was like February the 25th, about a couple or so days after, you know, Fury beat Deontay Wilder's ass. I said, they're going to start coming up with all these fucking bullshit excuses. Watch. And here we are almost 2 years later, or a year and a half later. They've made thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars off of this glove bullshit and manipulating the people. And what I got to tell you is, they know what they're doing. They're making money off of it, so they can't not keep going with the narrative. They can't go against their fans. Why? Because they're the ones paying them. The super chat. It's an epidemic. It's really a scandal if you really want to think, you really want to talk about it. The Glovegate thing has been a hoax. It's a legitimate hoax. And somehow, Deontay Wilder got involved in it. He started egging that shit on. So me, I get called what's called a coon. You know, it's a derogatory term when you don't go with the narrative of your fellow culture when you're black. Do I give a rat's ass? No, because I've interacted with these people at events. The same guys you're watching your videos, they don't move like that in real life. I'll just leave it at that. The point I'm trying to make is it's not personal. It's just, I feel ashamed. Like, I don't cover that glove gate shit. I know. I've learned a long time ago that you can make a lot of money off of Wilder. I am right now. Because I'm doing Wilder Fury content. But the people who got to do a Wilder video every day, like, oh, well, Deontay Wilder did this. He reacted to this. He told Charlo this. Deontay Wilder took a shit in the park. Did you know he took it a shit? You know, bro. Boxing coverage on YouTube has become really, really toxic and a racial, like, it's bullshit. You don't see this in mixed martial arts. No, you don't, because I cover UFC. They rolled out the red carpet for TstreeT. TstreeT was even invited to the very first Fight Island. It's all narratives, man. And nothing has been proven. There's been no proof. Hell, Deontay Wilder has not even requested Fury's gloves. Say, yo, give me the gloves. Let me see the gloves. Let me investigate. Why did you think he was quiet at the press conference? Because if he was to go on the microphone and say, you know what you did and you cheated, no telling, he can probably get sued. Surprised he hasn't been sued yet. So anyway, let's talk about the fight. That was my little opening monologue right there. Listen, I'm not here, earmuffs, okay? I'm not here to suck boxers' cocks. I'm here to cover the fight. I don't care who wins or who loses. Regardless, TstreeT's going to get views and make money. I don't have any allegiance to any fighter, any promoter. Yeah, okay, I'm working with the WBC now. That's a long story. So I don't plan on doing no shilling, but however, I do got to calm down some shit. And you too, moderators, because these videos are going to be featured on the WBC channel. So, there's certain things we can and we can't do. We're still working out what we can, and cannot do. But for the most part, why didn't the spiking of the water show in the post-fight test? Listen, don't get me started. And what's even more? Another glaring red flag. Did you notice he fired the black man and not the white man, JD's, the one that was in the locker room responsible for looking at the gloves? Why is that not talked about? He drugged Mark Breland, the black man's name through the mud, called him a cheater, all that. Bro, saying he spiked this water? What the fuck did he put in the water? And y'all, and the thing is, they believe this stuff. Now, this is not some old QAnon, Pizzagate, or whatever you want to, who killed Seth Rich or whatever, This is some real ridiculous shit. Like, where it's like, yo, how did this conspiracy theory, because that's what it is, gain this much traction? How? Where? From some guy named Young Pharaoh who believed some old bullshit about, don't get me started on that guy. None of it makes sense. So, let me pull this clip up here. And did you notice Deontay Wilder's avoiding the mainstream media because not even the mainstream media, just boxing media as a whole, who are going to question him because he don't have no answers for this shit. I predicted this a year ago, like, yo, he going to have a hard-ass time when he come back because now all these excuses he going to have to answer for. And what did he choose to do? He chose to put his fucking earphones on and be quiet. Not a good look. I don't care how you slice it. And then his hardcore supporters saying, well, he doing the right thing. He focused and locked in. He being quiet. He doing what to do. No, he running. That's what he's doing. He running. He don't want to answer no question. If you got proof, you've been talking all this shit, sending your minions out, then talk yourself. You're supposed to be the king. I'm your king. Your king is here. All that bullshit.
JC is into dark-ass freak shit like this, donating $5, surely a degenerate. Disgusting.
Thanks for the $5, man. Them super chats, man, some of them are scary. Deep down, I put the Deontay Wilder twerk one in there. Ugh. You know? But anyway, let's pull up this clip here. That's what it is. He don't want to be addressed by the media, Deontay Wilder. He ain't motherfucking slick. You know, just keep making all these excuses. We already went over the suit situation, the glove, the water being spiked. What other? Come on, man. I'm not trying to hear it. Here, let's listen to this. Take a little brief intermission.
Yeah, it's great to be here with you. What's fueling you for this third fight against Tyson?
And he always talking some old Mother Goose nursery rhyme shit. Answer the fucking question, me. And the thing is, I like the guy. I didn't start really feeling this way until he came out, started, you know, pouring fuel on the flames of those, like, that bullshit conspiracy. I'm like, Deontay, no, bro. You breaking my heart, man. And the thing is, he trained by a fighter who's just so happened from Philly, who I was a huge fan of, Malik Scott. I loved me some Malik Scott. And Malik Scott trying to clean this shit up, he can. Let's listen to this. Deontay Wilder has sat down with Bernardo Osuna.
Deontay, it's great to be here with you. What's fueling you for this third fight against Tyson Fury?
What's fueling me for this fight against Tyson Fury is revenge. Solely revenge. You know, what I done for him and what he didn't do for me. You know, played games, even cheated. Revenge is all. My mind is very violent right now. And revenge is all I see.
In suffering that loss, what did you learn about yourself?
What I learned about myself is that I'm strong-willed. I'm a warrior. I understood the situation that I was in, the circumstances that I was under. I could have went back to my corner. I could have quit, you know, and gave up. But I didn't do it. I accepted the challenges that I was going to be facing, just to see where I am mentally, physically, emotionally, just to see when I say I'm the best, I'm truly that. And I proved myself, I proved to myself that I'm every bit of a king that I say I am.
You're a man of faith. When you went back to reflect on this fight, some of the greatest biblical parables are of those who get up from adversity. How does your story continue?
My story continues come July the 24th. You know, I'm looking to be victorious. I'm looking to show the world greatness, the best version of Deontay Wilder. For I'm on a mission, and when you got a man that's on a mission, you better get out of his way, because I'm still seeking one champion, one face, one name.
And when you look at the new team, Malik, what does he bring to you in terms of how you feel? We've seen some of the work you're doing. How do you feel with him in your corner now?
I have Malik officially a part of the team as a coach, as a trainer. You know, it feels amazing. You know, Malik has always been with us. He's just been in the back scenes. But now he's in the forefront. You know, he's leading the pack now. And the things that we've been working on, we've always had great chemistry together. But to be able to work with him, you know, full-fledged, you know, it feels good. It feels amazing. We've accomplished a lot of things back home. And we're looking forward to returning to camp and to continue what we was doing. Because July the 24th, we're trying to make it into just say the goodest fight ever.
All right. I remember for the second fight, you were telling us, I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds. He has to be perfect for 36 minutes.
I only have to be perfect for 2 seconds, while they have to be perfect for 12 rounds.
So, in terms of the third fight, do you come in with that same mindset? Because I know the boxing work is being done a little different.